Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to Cosmic Orca Productions. It's me, Alex, sitting in the keeper chair this time. And yes, I did say keeper, not referee chair, because today, if the title didn't give it away, we're playing Call of Cthulhu, which is a very different system than Traveler in some regards, and also very similar to Traveler in some regards. The other thing you'll notice, too, is this is a Resident Evil-themed Halloween special. I've only got 2 players with me today, 2 new people for you guys listening in. So if you wouldn't mind going ahead and introducing yourself there.
I'm David.
I'm April.
Right, and who are you guys playing today?
Tonight I'm playing Johnny Lawrence, a bartender.
And I will be Julia Spencer, a police officer.
All right. It's just not Resident Evil without a rookie cop somewhere. So, without further ado, normally this is the part where we do like weird fun facts about the characters, but I actually made all the characters for this one shot, so not really going to bother with that because there's really nothing super fun to say at this point in time. So, we're going to go ahead and get the game started. The game is taking place in that mythical year of 2006. Taking place in a fictional town of Ridgemont, anywhere USA. No city given. Population 70,000 people. It is December. It's a very cold night. No snow, just been very, very cold. It's got that feeling like snow may be on the horizon, though. We're going to say it's probably about 8 o'clock at night, and you guys are at the Cork and Tap bar in downtown of the city. The bar, it's kind of your average, downtown bar. Not a lot of frills, not a lot of that really happening with us there. Johnny is one of the 2 bartenders there. There's another bartender with you named Rick. You guys are just kind of taking care of it. It is a Wednesday night, so it's not super busy, but it's also not super slow either. It's just kind of a lot of regulars, maybe the occasional college student or something like that there.
Always got to be a Rick.
Yep. A couple other fellows are there too. We'll have Julia, I believe you said your name was?
Yes.
So you are also there. You just finished your shift. You're new to town. We'll say, just for fun, you just finished a shift and you're just needing to relax a bit before you head back home. And on the television, there's some news programs going on. The reason why, Julia, you're so tired, the end of your shift, just been a lot of weird unrest kind of happening here as of late. Just a lot of really weird random attacks have been going on. Just lots of violence happening. It's all just kind of out of nowhere because it's usually a pretty boring city. Not typically a lot of stuff happens here. It's just, granted, population 70,000 people, there's always something happening, but nothing to this level has really occurred here. But are you going to sit at the bar? Are you going to sit at a table? What would you like to do?
I'll be sitting at the bar.
All right.
I'll be standing behind the bar.
Okay. Would you 2 like to interact at all?
Excuse me.
What do you need?
I would take a whiskey on the rocks, please.
Any particular whiskey you'd like?
What would you recommend?
I can't talk. I recommend the wood barrel bourbon. We have a couple of good vintages over here, so.
Sure, let's do 2 of those, please.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks.
Just for fun, make an education check for me. I want to see how well you make these drinks.
Okay. How do I make the education check?
So education is it's a characteristic up top.
It's on the second column.
Okay. These 2?
Yep, so it's percentiles. Go ahead and roll those. There's a tray right there.
I'm going to fail miserably. Is that? One is 08 and one is 0.
So it's a 00 and an 8?
Yes.
No, it's a 0 and then a 08.
Oh, so that's 80.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your
The
education?
blind person driving.
My education is 80.
So you pass.
Yay.
It's a perfectly serviceable.
It's just whiskey on ice.
You may have grabbed the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
No one ever said I was a good bartender.
I was hoping you'd do better.
I did well enough.
First
a bartender.
Yeah, I mean, first roll of the game, that's how it goes. All right, so he gives you 2 drinks.
And they're drinkable.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, he got the ratios right. I'll fully admit I was not completely paying attention to the drink order.
Yeah, the right ice to whiskey ratio.
I mean, you said it was a rough night, so I just went straight for the hard liquor.
So after you drink your first beverage, another guy who he's a very he's not a regular, but he's definitely in the town. He's been sitting just kind of by himself at a table, and he starts coughing quite violently.
I mean, it's regular business for me, so.
Is this someone that's normally, does he come in here often?
Yeah, it's probably just the weather.
His name is Paul. You know that much about him.
I mean, Paul's usually a pretty healthy guy. It's probably, it's December. It's cold.
That cough sounds really bad. Does he normally cough like that?
It's that time of year. I mean, who doesn't have coughing spells like that this time of year? Come on.
I don't know. I'd feel better just going over and checking on him.
Well, I got to continue my shift, but if you want to go check on him, be my guest.
Great. Will do. Thanks.
Okay. So you approach Paul. He kind of finishes coughing, but he's doing that. He's got that thing going on, like after you cough real hard, and he's got the rattle kind of going on in his chest.
The wheezing.
He's
the tripod and the wheezing.
Yeah. He doesn't look good. He's pretty pale. Probably shouldn't be out at all. He should be at home resting. Looks like he may have just finished eating a little bit ago. Has just a regular non-alcoholic beverage of some kind in front of him as well. It's also like completely drained. Looks like he's been refilled several times. But yeah, you approach him.
Am I able to interact with him?
You can.
Okay. Sir, I'm just coming over to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just coming off of this. I've been working a lot trying to get money, for the holidays coming up and everything. So I'm just really tired. That's all.
Okay. Do you have asthma or anything that would cause you to cough like this?
No, not as far as I know.
Okay. Do you need some water? I'm just really worried. It sounds like you're struggling to breathe a little bit.
No, I'll be fine. I'm probably gonna take off here in a couple of minutes. So.
Okay. Well, if you change your mind.
Okay, I'll see if I need you, officer. While that conversation's going on, Johnny, there is another woman at the bar, another person, semi-regular named Monica, who is complaining
There's
about.
Always a Monica.
There's always a Monica.
Isn't there always a Monica?
She's complaining at the television. Just all the complaining about what's on there. With the news and being so dour, and it's complaining with it being the time of year that it is. It shouldn't be so negative. All of that. As you approach her to either do whatever the hell you think you should do, there's a loud bang. So it's one of those those bars that has the big plate window kind of thing in front of it. Both of you don't have to make any listen checks for this because it's pretty loud. Someone there's a repetitive kind of banging noise going on the window.
Sure, that's coming from the window or not the bathroom?
It's the window.
Okay, just checking.
Because you can tell what direction it's coming from. It's coming from outside.
Okay.
And the bar door itself shakily opens up. Does not open up very quickly or steadily. And a man walks in, very disheveled looking, and not going to make you make spot hiddens for this because it's not very hidden. He's got a lot of blood coming down the front of him.
Hey, buddy, if you're looking for a hospital, man, that's down the street.
His head does that thing where he's looking down and it just kind of slowly goes back up. He's even paler than Paul is. One of his eyes completely bloodshot.
Sir, why don't you come over here and sit down?
He turns to look at you and starts to shamble towards you. And as you can see with his head up all the way, you can see that the blood's coming out of his mouth.
Okay, we're calling 911.
You literally are the police. You can just do that.
Can I?
Yeah, you got the little thing.
I don't know if I can do that. Okay, I'm going to call 911.
Okay, yeah, there's a payphone nearby. It's 2006. You don't have a cell phone.
People still what?
It's 2006.
2006, you sure?
Pretty sure. We had them at Walmart.
Fair enough. But this ain't Walmart.
Or you can use the bar phone.
Do you still have a phone?
I mean, there should be a phone behind the bar.
Yeah, it's 2006.
It's 2006.
So as you go to the phone to attempt to call 911, this person proceeds to, because Monica's too busy complaining about the stuff going on the television. He grabs her and is preparing to make the motions of good old-fashioned biting. You have an opportunity to do something, either of you. You would know this, Johnny. In true television fashion, there is the old trusty bar shotgun hidden underneath the bar that you can always grab at any given moment. You, of course, have your stuff with you. But this guy has grabbed Monica. She's fighting back. She's fighting way better. Well, she's not shocked she's fighting better than the zombie at the moment. But
am I able to just get in the middle of the two and pull them apart?
I'm going to grab for the shotgun and say, hey, buddy, you don't get to grab a lady without buying her at least a drink first. Come on.
So, if you want to get in between them, that is going to be an opposed roll. So we're both just going to make brawl checks.
Okay.
And whoever has the higher brawl.
What do I need to do?
So you're going to roll your percentiles. So those two right there. Go ahead and roll them in the table. And?
A 40 and a 6.
46. You did better than I did. So you're able to break them apart. You actually kind of shove this guy a little too far out of the way. So he's kind of thuds into the wall, makes a weird groaning sound, and then just proceeds to come towards you like he was doing before.
I have to subdue him.
Yeah. How would you like to do that?
Put him in a headlock.
Great.
What?
Have I successfully grabbed my shotgun?
Was that,
yeah,
was
you
I
didn't make
supposed
a
to do
roll for
something
it. You
else?
knew where it was.
Okay.
No,
I didn't have to roll for that? Okay, good.
Dude, you need to calm down.
Make another brawl check. It's an opposed thing as well.
The same 2 die.
Same exact ones. It's always going to be those two for these checks.
It looks like a 30 and a 6.
All right, I rolled 5, so I did way better than you that time. He is able to evade getting headlocked. He's a slippery little bastard.
Can I pull out my gun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great, I pull out my gun.
All right, what do you say?
Back off.
He does not. He approaches again.
Last warning, back off now.
He's still approaching.
Then I hit
Can
him
I
with the
shoot
gun.
the guy?
No, I don't shoot the guy. Just
He's
hit him
in
with the
my
back of
bar.
the gun.
You just want to brawl him?
Just want to knock him out.
Yeah, so that's no longer an opposed thing, so just make a brawl check. So it's whatever your fighting brawl score is, and you're going to want to roll under that.
Okay, fighting brawl says 60, the first number.
Correct.
Okay. 51.
Okay, so you're under the 60. So yeah, you clock him. Go ahead and roll. We're going to say that is a flat D6 of damage, so roll a D6, please. It's the cube. That one.
The cube.
6.
Okay, do you, so under where it says brawl on your sheet, is there like a DB next to it? Does it have a die next to it? Or just says DB?
1d3 plus DB.
Okay. So you don't have a damage bonus then. There's another box all the way at the lower right of the sheet that says damage bonus. Does that say anything or does it just say 0?
0.
That's fine. Yeah, you clock this guy, and he goes down like a sack of potatoes.
Great, then I can cuff and put in the car.
Well, you notice, because we'll just say for fun, you got him in the head. He's not moving anymore.
Great, let's get him to the hospital.
So yeah, okay. Everyone is currently panicking in the bar because they saw this go down. Well, Monica's panicking, and it's a trickle effect.
Damn it, Monica.
As you in
You
this,
deal with Monica and your bar, your bar patrons.
it's at this point, Paul in his booth slumps over completely, and quicker than anticipated, than I said before, he gets up from there with the same kind of glassy-eyed look that this mysterious, now no longer moving man had.
Am I able to cuff him?
I'm going to keep my shotgun in my hand, but I'm going to walk up to Paul and try to see if he's okay.
He attempts to lunge at you.
Oh, no.
Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I'm going to attempt to dodge.
Okay, so you have a dodge skill, so just roll under that.
Okay. 29.
Yeah, you get out of the way of the lunge. He makes another moaning sound, like similar to what the other guy had done too. So yeah, but he turns back around to face you.
I'm going to try to smack him with the butt of my shotgun, just to kind of...
So we'll just do the same thing. We'll call it a brawl check.
Brawl check.
Yep.
Is that just... If it's a 20 and a 0, that's just 20,
That's just
right?
20.
Okay. Making sure.
Perfect. That hits him. Go ahead. That's actually, I think it's a hard success if I'm thinking correctly.
Yeah, because it's 65, 32, 13.
Yeah, so that's a hard success. So go ahead and roll your d6.
Oh, no. Not Paul.
4.
4.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't go down the same way the other guy did, but I mean, he goes to the ground, but he starts to get back up. Like, that should have knocked him out, but it didn't.
Can I cuff him at this point?
You may certainly try. Make another brawl check, please.
Okay. These two?
Yes.
And then a 4.
So that's 14 then. Also, side note, always make sure you're talking into the mic, because if you're not in there. Yeah. Just for future reference, it's your first time. So yeah, you're able to kind of weave around him a little bit, and you can get him cuffed. So now you just have a guy flailing about on the ground, very unhappy. He's got a big open wound in his head.
You need to chill, Paul. You need to chill, dude.
He's not chilling out. The other guy's not moving though. You're pretty sure he's dead.
Well, we're gonna take them both to the hospital at this point.
So now that Paul's had this happen to him, everyone is freaking out now. So Rick he doesn't know what to do. Monica has bolted.
Okay, well, I'm going to be like, okay, everybody, I think we're closed for the night. This is last call. Close up your tabs. We got to take care of this business.
Everyone make listen checks, please.
Oh, shit.
Still the percentiles. It's always these two. Anytime I ask for a check, it's always those two dice.
Got a 77.
That is the wrong die you just rolled. You need this one. That one. You just rolled a d12 in a percentile.
What?
Oh, no.
It's 2.
No. Taking that one away from you.
You just got
So you
cut
take
off.
it away from me?
You just got cut off.
You can't have that one. Oh, I like the other number better.
What was the first percentile one?
This is 21.
Oh, that's way better.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 77.
Okay, what are your listen checks, though? What's your listen score, I mean?
My listen is...
45.
Okay.
50.
Okay, so you fail. You pass.
Good job.
Because you notice that you hear the sound of a car getting closer. I'm not gonna make spot hidden checks on this. But
Maybe it's that amber lamps.
No, you see the headlights of the car getting brighter as a car careens and smashes into the building. It doesn't go through the bar, but it hits the building and hard enough that it shakes.
God damn it.
Okay, so at this point, can I call in help?
So yeah, when you turn your radio back on, there's just chaos coming out from their channels are going fucking nuts. Apparently the civil unrest is now happening all over. It's no longer localized like it was before. What would you guys like to do?
Well, you're closing up already, right?
Yeah, we're closing up the bar, but I don't know what to do about these two, and some dude just ran into my bar, so... I mean, this one dude looks like he's done.
So
and the other guy, I don't know what to do with Paul. I've never seen him like this.
Paul is still like conscious, and I can get him to the car.
Yeah, he's gnashing his teeth. He's flailing around like he's...
Okay, I'm gonna get him to the back of the seat of the car.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen when you guys go outside.
Sorry.
You guys walk outside. Mind you, all of your patrons have left. They left, but they didn't sell their tabs, so they just ran out.
Damn it, Monica.
But less responsibility.
So
Monica.
when you go
Always
outside, so you're both. We'll just say you're both going outside for the sake of keeping things flowing. It's pandemonium out here. As like you saw, there's a car with someone slumped over, the horns going off for the next couple of minutes until it runs out of juice. Someone is obviously slumped into the steering wheel.
It looks like the Cubs won the World Series out here. Like,
that hasn't happened yet.
Exactly.
It's 2006.
I know.
Got 10 more years. Yeah, there's some other crashed vehicles kind of everywhere. There's people running through the streets. There's more people that look a lot like what this random guy in Paul looked like, milling about aimlessly through the streets. I would like both of you to make intelligence checks, please. It's a characteristic at the very top.
First column. 32.
23.
I believe that's under both of yours by...
Yeah.
What's the middle number on your guys' thing?
30.
Perfect.
35.
Right, so yeah, those are both hard successes, I believe. So that's good. That's good. You guys remember hearing there was a little town. I say little. It had a population of 100,000. Jury is on exactly how big this city was. But back in the late 90s, there was a city called Raccoon City that had to be destroyed due to a viral outbreak which caused zombies and other various horrible monsters. And because I made you guys have that check, you realize that this is probably what's happening right now.
All right, I don't know about you, cop lady, but I'm sticking with you after this because I have never seen anybody like this. I don't think I even caught your name. I'm Johnny, by the way.
Julia.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the first thing we need to do is get to back to the police station. Because I think that I need some more direction from my boss.
You really gonna play it by the book in the circumstance? Like, there's just people going freaking crazy all over.
Yeah, I think it's the best bet for now.
All right, I'm still sticking with you.
If we go to the hospital, I feel like the pandemonium will ensue, and that's not the best place to be right now.
Well, the other point of the intelligence check, too, was to realize that Paul's a lost fucking cause.
Yeah, I don't think Paul's coming back from that.
Oh, yeah, he's still in my car.
You know, you didn't even make it to the car. You're just holding a zombie right now.
We might just want to let Paul go.
If I let him
into the
go,
wild.
he might.
If you love something, you set it free. Come
That's
on.
true. Yeah. I'm just gonna Okay, I let him go, but I lunge him forward and run into the car.
Sure.
Like, no, you don't.
No, you can lunge him forward. Just make one more. Just make a strength check this time. What'd you get?
69.
What's your strength?
60.
It's a fail.
Sounds like you're screwed either way.
Now you have a choice.
Now it's your turn.
So what you can do, you can spend luck to make it a success, or you can wait and save the luck and go. But you have to go before I say anything about what's about to happen.
I have to go.
Right. Well, so if you want to spend the luck now, or you can save it.
I'll save it.
Okay. So basically what happens when you uncuff him, I'm assuming you were uncuffing him, or are you leaving him cuffed?
Wait. The guy on the floor, I did cuff. You're right. So he was cuffed. So I had to uncuff him first.
Well, the guy on the floor is dead. I won't think you would have dragged him out.
I don't think Paul was cuffed.
Paul was cuffed.
Yeah, Paul was cuffed.
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry.
The dude on the floor was dead. Paul was cuffed because he was.
Yeah. And you hit him with. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So you uncuffed him, or did you leave him cuffed?
I left him cuffed.
Okay, so this will actually be a little bit harder then, because he's going to try and attempt to grab you.
With his teeth.
Don't worry, because I rolled really bad. So he attempts to, but because his arms are still cuffed and it's cold and kind of slick-ish, we'll say, where he happens to hit the right spot, because I fumbled the roll, he just kind of falls and hits his noggin on the curb. And he's not moving anymore all of a sudden.
Well, that looks like lights out for Paul.
Okay. Yeah, you can make it to the police car, no problem. Again, very hard to get anything out through the radios just because everyone is talking. Ambulances are talking, paramedics are talking to each other, firefighters talking to each other, cops are talking to each other. So right now, the radios are just fucked. So it's very hard to get any communication through that.
So we heading back to your headquarters?
Yep.
Me and my shotgun are riding shotgun.
Yeah, you can keep your shotgun. That's fine.
I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. The way things are crazy out there. Look at these people. I'm not messing with that.
So what I would like for you to do, because the streets, there's people in the streets. There's these other things in the streets. So I'm going to need you to make a drive roll.
$57.
And your drive skill is?
30.
Okay. It's not great. It's not great at all.
Are we in the car?
Yeah,
you're driving. You're driving now.
Who taught you how to drive, cop lady?
You hit 6 people.
Oh, good.
Not because you were aiming for them.
Did you do that on purpose?
But it is because they are, people are ducking and weaving, and some might have been zombies, some probably weren't. Hard to say. And actually, it wasn't a terrible roll, but it wasn't great. One of them, you think they may have cracked the headlight cover, but hard to say for sure.
Are you trying to kill us, cop lady?
You did serve me 2 drinks.
That's fair.
Ooh, I should have made you roll the penalty die.
That's fair.
I'll talk about those later. Yes, you're still on course, but it's taking longer to get there. The drive roll, please.
$26.
Tied. Okay, so you are able to kind of swerve your car out of the way before a big rig almost hit you. So you're able to do it. I also rolled a 26. So,
are you seriously trying to kill us?
She did it really well. She evaded the car perfectly.
Yeah.
Maybe I should drive.
You can't drive my car.
Apparently, neither can you.
it's at this point you're driving, you're making your way. I mean, you're making some good distance there. When you hear a very loud thud noise.
On the car?
Not from the car. It's outside the car. And as you are driving up, you see something very large in the road. So, would you like to floor it?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Great.
This is already going so well.
Oh, great.
Good job, Cop Lady.
Best cop ever.
Clearly.
I need you to make another drive roll, and I need a hard success from you.
Supposed to get
The middle number.
wait, the middle number's 15.
What'd you get?
An 86.
Jesus. Okay. So what happens is you're like, all right, I'm gonna floor it. I don't know what this thing is in front, but I'm gonna floor it. It doesn't move, and you crash into it. Now, it's only opening moment still. Normally, I would I would roll some damage for you. I don't want to do that yet. We're gonna say you're both buckled in, and the suspension was really good, so you don't take any damage this time. But I won't be as nice next time.
God damn it, Cop Lady. Are you sure you're not trying to kill us? I shouldn't have served you those drinks, like for real.
It's at that point you notice a thing in front of you is roughly like 8.5 feet tall. It's got like a full, like it's covered in something.
That's not a bear.
And it turns to look at you guys. And then it proceeds. I also need to both make sanity checks, please.
Shit.
Man.
This is going to be good. 83.
Oh no.
Five
I'm about
zero
to lose
zero.
my shit.
You rolled a 5?
500.
All right, so you lose 1 point of sanity.
Do I write that down?
So on the sheet next to sanity where it says current, so you just want to change the number down by 1, whatever the other number was. David, I would like for you to roll a d6.
Oh, there goes my sanity.
I take it back. Roll a d4. Roll a d4. Gonna be
2.
okay. You lose 2 sanity. Because you realize this thing is alive. That's why you rolled sanity. It proceeds to grab the sides of your now ruined police cruiser. And it grabs
Boss is
it.
gonna kill me.
And it proceeds to throw the car, not off the ground, but it grabs the car and just chucks it. And you go skidding in a slide, and there's nothing you can do to control this. And you crash into a convenience store.
Well, that's convenient.
What would you like to do?
I want a Snickers bar.
Apparently, I'm losing my sanity over here, so...
I only lost 2. You're fine.
So is it actively attacking after that? Does it let go of the car and like
Make a
run
list.
away?
Make a spot hidden check. Both of you.
Okay.
Make spot hidden checks. It's a skill.
Third column.
Yeah, third column. It's alphabetical, so if you ever need to like do that.
Okay, so I got a 53, and my number on the sheet's 55.
Okay. You pass.
I got a 2.
Like a 2? Like 002?
002.
Beautiful. That's an extreme success.
Even though I'm nuts now.
You're not nuts.
I'm just losing it.
Yeah, you just saw something weird.
You're in my car, so
So, I mean, it's kind of a waste of an extreme success, but I'll add some extra details to it. It's coming towards you guys. You can hear its big, thick, heavy footsteps coming towards you. And...
Never fear, I have a gun.
And then you also see a box of Snicker bars. You crashed, like you can just reach out your broken, shattered window and just pick it up if you want to. They will offer no mechanical benefit, but at least
I'm grabbing the
there.
Snickers bars
Um,
and my gun.
Do we still have our guns?
yeah, they're in the car.
Okay. But we don't have to find them or anything.
No,
They
no,
get
no, no,
lost
no.
in the crash. I'm just making
Well,
sure.
hers would have been holstered, and yours would just be like
I'm just making sure.
on the floorboard. Yeah. Also, so you can put on your sheet too. A shotgun does 4d6 damage.
I put that
You
down
don't need to worry about that, April.
with brawl.
Yeah, just right underneath it. You just put shotgun and yeah, it does 4d6, and it kind of depends. That's for close range, and it's 2d6 for medium range and 1d6 for long range. So at least you have that. So that's something to keep in mind.
And so the thing's charging us, and we hear that.
It's walking.
Okay.
It's doing the whole Jason Voorhees thing. It's walking to you. It's not running.
Yeah, I haven't heard footsteps like that since my mom caught me with that girl in high school. Like, for real. That's creepy. But
What
yeah,
would you
let's
like
grab
to
those
do?
Snickers. Let's get those Snickers.
Now that you've got the Snickers bars, what else would you like to do? It is coming. You have maybe a minute before this thing is going to walk up the rest of the way to finish the job.
I'm grabbing my Glock.
Okay. Yeah, it's just in your holster.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to see if there's anything else in the store that we can quickly grab before we haul ass out of here.
Make a spot hidden check.
Both?
$59.
And your spot hidden is?
$55.
You can spend 4 luck to make it a success, or you can leave it be.
I'll leave it be.
Okay. You don't find anything too useful. I mean, maybe some bandages or something like that, but nothing of... We used about 30 seconds of time, so...
I'm just going to haul ass, but make sure I stay with Julia, cop lady.
Yeah, easy enough to do. As you guys make it to the back door of the place, because it's one of those kind of like where there's 2 ways. There's through the front, there's through the back. Door is conveniently unlocked. No zombies in here, weirdly enough.
But that's farther away from the car.
Your car is fucked.
Yeah, the car's...
We can't start it at all?
No!
Did you not hear what happened to the car?
Yeah, but I was holding out hope.
No, the car is fucked.
Straight up broke that.
Okay.
So if you guys are running to the door, like that's pretty much your main option.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna beeline
let's
for
book
the door.
Okay, so you make it there. By the time you open up the door and you're now in the back alley, because this thing is obviously too big to go through a normal door, you do hear a crashing sound as this thing punches down the wall, essentially. You can't see it, though, because obviously you're on the other side now. So the alleyway, it's a normal alleyway. There's 2 ways you can go. It does open up on both sides. So you are able to kind of pick what way you'd like to go. Basically, you want to go east or you want to go west.
East is towards the police station.
Sure.
So let's go east.
Sure. I'm like I said, I'm sticking with you.
Okay. As you're running to the other side of the alley, I mean, there's some cars, scream by, people panicking, doing what they do best, panicking. And a lot of sirens going off just kind of everywhere. It's hard to tell if it's the emergency sirens are going off. Ambulance sirens, fire sirens, police sirens, whole shebang. It's just a cacophony of noise. As you book it to the other side of to the end of the alley, somehow in the short span of time that it took for this to happen, one of the more direct ways has kind of piled up a little with cars. A lot of people tried to make the same turn and gave no regard to right-of-way. So that street, without taking some time to climb, is pretty much effectively blocked. There is a sporting goods store right next to the block street, though, that should have an entrance on the other, or like another employee exit on the other side.
Let's go into the sporting goods store and get whatever weapons we can get.
Sounds good.
Okay. So as you run across the street, You hear another loud crashing sound as the thing, again, has no concept of doors. It just goes through the walls. You're not sure if it sees you. We're going to say you guys got inside the sporting goods store just as the crashing occurred. So you're now inside the sporting goods store. And you can see there's about 5 or 6 zombies just kind of shambling around.
Can they see us?
You don't know. You don't know if their eyes work, is what I'm meaning by that.
Okay.
Are there signs that clearly mark the
Yeah, the lights are still
sections
on.
of the store?
Yeah, the lights are on, but they are kind of flickering a bit because of all the crash cars outside. So
If it's a sporting goods store, there might be a place where you could find weapons. Like
There's going to at least be
guns,
baseball
maybe.
bats. There
I
might
mean,
be ammo.
So we can see if there's a part of the store that's not occupied by zombies.
That's good. Good idea.
okay. So in order to navigate the zombies successfully, it's feeling particularly petty and mean. I would say make stealth checks, but I'm not going to do that. Make dex checks. Dexterity is a characteristic.
Thank you.
69.
And your dex is?
90.
All right, you're fine.
72.
Under or over?
Over
By how much?
a little bit.
What's your dex again? I don't remember what I put in there.
40.
Yeah, that's over. So Johnny, you're able to pretty much navigate very well past the zombies. Julia, you actually get through a fair amount of them, except the last one, and it grabs at you. It's doing the whole rah thing. It's slobbering. It's not a great time. Because it is now making more noise, it is attracting the attention of the other zombies. The good news is this took long enough. You might have lost the big thing's track. It could probably easily be regained by the sound of a gunshot, though. So
why don't I just elbow him in the jaw?
okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll. This thing is gonna fight back.
You sure you want to give it that elbow meat?
I got it. That's good. What am I?
Brawl.
92.
That is a fail, and you cannot spend luck on combat checks. So it fought back. So that means it dealt an attack. Now the good news is they don't do a lot of damage. So you're going to take 1 damage. What's your constitution?
70.
Okay. So at the top where it says hit points, they're starting and current. Just put your current HP down by 1.
And clearly I see this.
Yeah, you see her get a little nibble out of her elbow.
You should be getting as much stuff as you can while I'm being attacked.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave you there to continue
Yeah.
being... Okay, yeah, You all right over there, cop lady?
I got this. It's fine.
You sure? Because you don't look like... I'm going to try to walk up and butt the guy with the bottom of my shotgun.
Yeah, make another brawl check, please.
Yeah,
I got a shotgun. Just enough for him to let go. What am I rolling?
Brawl.
Brawl. Yeah, brawl. Is that a 60 or a 90?
Rotate the die.
Is it
It's the other way.
it's this way?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a 98.
Oh no.
This is like Lucy and Ethel.
That is a fumble, my friend. So what basically happens is you went to go butt him in the head with a shotgun. We're going to fail forward here. So I would like for you to go ahead and make a damage roll, please. Make a 1d6.
4.
All right, we're going to add 4 more damage to that because you pulled the trigger on accident.
God damn it.
And the extra force of the blowback of the shotgun dealt more damage to the head. It's dead. Also, mark shotgun shell spent. It holds 6, so just wherever you want to write that.
So now I have 5.
Yes, now you're down to 5.
5.
Thanks, by the way.
No problem. I meant to do that.
Don't ever talk about my driving again.
So the other zombies now notice you're there. Greatly reducing the time you have in the store. And you thought you could kind of hear those loud footsteps getting further away. They're not anymore. So you have a very limited amount of time to get any supplies you can out of this place before you need to get the fuck out of this place.
It's not like my character tried to do that, so.
That's true.
It was an accident. It was just a really bad roll.
Okay, so let's try as fast as we can. If we're near any ammo or a baseball bat or anything, just grab it and then run out the back door. You said there's a back door, right?
Yes, you guys can see it.
Let's run out the back door.
Let's just get out of
Let's
here.
get out of here.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So, are you guys grabbing anything? You're saying?
If it's close by.
Yeah. Both of you just make luck rolls.
$16.
Okay.
Is that a 93 or is that a 63?
Where's the line? If the line's under.
Always make sure that the die numbers, or if there's a different number, just flip it the other way. And then what's the number below it look like? Underneath it?
That one looks like it's... They both look...
Okay, you're pointing it the right way. That's a 60. Okay.
Okay.
What was your luck? Your luck's not very high, though, so...
My luck is 50.
Yeah, so you don't grab anything. You are able to grab 1 box of shotgun shells and 1 box of 9mm ammunition.
Yay.
Excellent.
We'll say the box of shotgun shells is 12, and then the handgun ammunition is a convenient for math is 34 rounds.
Do I need to keep track of that?
Yes.
So that means
keep
I have
track of ammo.
16 shotgun shells?
Yes.
Okay.
And as you guys are running out the back, with your luck roll, we'll also say that allows you guys are able to get in the back room. Just as you hear this, as you close the door, as you slam the door shut, once again, this thing does not know how to use doors. You hear the sound of glass shattering and all that fun stuff as this thing just kind of bounced, clearly did something to the window and is now inside, and you can hear it stomping around. You're running away from it, of course. You're able to navigate out of this place pretty easily.
Question. Oh,
yeah.
We already left the car. Never mind. I was going to ask what other weapons do I have in my vehicle?
Just your handgun.
Not now. But
Yeah, way too late for that.
we might be able to find a vehicle that's still in working condition once we get out of the store, obviously.
So you're able to navigate out of the back room pretty effectively. And you head outside, and you do notice it's starting to snow a little bit. Just for flavor.
For flavor.
Yes.
Super.
So it's snowing a little, and you've got some choices. I mean, this thing, you're able to hide out of sight of this thing, so you may be able to lose its track again, because who knows what its search pattern's like. You have some choices. There's an apartment complex nearby that may or may not have two entrances, just again to kind of duck and weave, or even maybe go above and try and wait this thing out and see what happens. You do get past the pileup, though. The pileup you were able to navigate, so that's not an issue anymore. You can go through this apartment building. You just run down the road if you want to.
I hesitate to go into the apartment building because there could be other zombie-like creatures in there.
Probably
Less
just
exits.
to beeline it down the road.
Let's beeline it down the road.
Okay. Yeah, you're running. You do not actually hear any more crashing noises from behind you. This thing is clearly turning the sporting goods store most likely inside out, trying to find anyone. It's going through like aisle by aisle. We will say, just for convenience sake, you guys both have jackets of some kind on, so you have extra pockets to store all the ammunition that you took.
Ray pockets.
Yes.
So you got that at least, and you make it a good clip down the road. And as you are heading down that way, there is a massive fire from a bunch of cars kind of happening there. Again, another pileup, people being stupid or zombified in their cars. Blocking the most direct route to the police station.
Well, if that isn't very Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. I know, super convenient.
Are we near any buildings that could potentially have a fire extinguisher?
You mean like an apartment building?
Yes.
You are.
Those would be too small, though.
Yeah, it's a car fire. You need something a little. It's multiple car fires.
A fire truck.
Yeah, you need a fire truck for that. Unfortunately, there's
There
not
you
one
go.
nearby.
Of course not.
Because you do hear over your radio every time I'm sure you keep it off and just turn on as needed. One of the times you've turned your radio on, you do hear that they've declared martial law. And then your radio just cuts completely out.
Okay, so at that point, if it's martial law, then I need to get back to the station and at that point ignore whatever it is there's in front of us. So is there another route that we could take?
Yeah, I mean, you can take a long way around. There are some office buildings nearby. There's a restaurant nearby you can try and cut through.
Let's cut through the restaurant.
No, I'm sticking with you because it's probably the safest bet for me. So
it's one of those.
Sorry.
It's kind of one of those like half outdoor, half indoor kind of restaurants. They got a lot of outdoor seating, obviously not being used right now. The door is slightly open, and there is a big blood smear underneath.
Excellent.
door.
Always a good sign.
yeah,
Let's go in.
Bleeding in, by the way.
yeah, that couldn't
Yeah.
be bad for us.
Let's
at all.
go in.
No.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
No. Okay, fine.
So you guys go in. No one turned the house lights on, so it's still just kind of it's like a semi-fine dining place. So it's got that muted lighting going on.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah. Both of you make listen checks, please.
$74
56
out of 50.
out of 45.
You can spend luck.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys don't hear anything weird.
That's not ominous at all.
But we're headed towards the kitchen where there are knives.
As you're heading towards the kitchen, let me make it a little easier. Make spot hidden checks.
$75.
64.
Over or under?
Oh, mine's definitely over.
Hold on.
We're just having a really terrible.
I know.
luck.
Where am I looking on my sheet?
Spot hidden. The first number.
55.
And you rolled a what?
64.
All right. Again, you have the option to spend luck to make that a success.
Nope.
Jesus. Okay.
I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna spend some luck.
So,
Why not?
how much were you over by?
It was 75, and my spot hidden is 55.
So you need to spend 20 points of luck to make that a success.
That's a lot of luck.
You would need to spend 9 out of your 90.
No.
I feel like something bad's gonna happen if I don't.
All right, no, I'll do it. No, don't.
Does our luck? How often does our luck come back, or is it just gone? When we use it?
You get to roll at the beginning of each session.
Oh.
To see your luck comes back, and this is a one shot, so that is not going to be happening.
So yeah, I'm not going to do that because it'll use too much luck for me.
Yeah, it's going to be almost half of your luck.
Yeah, don't want to do that. No.
I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay, so under
You
luck,
said 9.
9 points of luck.
Okay.
That makes it a success. You guys are, walking towards the kitchen. You don't hear anything weird, but you see, because your eyes glance up and you stop Johnny from walking forward, because you see something is crawling on the wall. It's got claws on its hand. Each hand, it's got hind legs as well that have claws on it. It appears to have no skin. Its brain is exposed. It has no discernible eyes that you can see. And it is just kind of climbing the wall. And it's in your way.
Oh.
It's right above the kitchen doors.
Of course it is. Okay.
That's not something you see every day.
No. Okay, I
Make
do have a
sanity checks.
nightstick.
Not again.
Ugh.
I already lost my shit once.
We're
You
doing
didn't lose your shit
checks?
yet. Yeah, sanity.
Well, I'm slowly losing my shit. How about that?
There you go.
Oh. 65.
Okay.
Is that a 90 or I think I had this problem. No, wait. Is that 90 or is that 60? We don't know.
90. Because the larger... Yeah, it's the large number that comes first. It's a 90.
I gotta stop rolling all
sorry.
these high numbers. 92, yeah, I'm definitely losing my shit.
No, just another D4. It's another D4. Both of you roll a D4. It's the one that looks like a pyramid.
2.
Okay.
I lose 2 more sanity
You lose
points.
2 more sanity. Still fine.
Like I said, slowly losing my shit.
Still have plenty of sanity left.
Sure.
A 1?
So you lose 1 point of sanity. Cool. All right.
Not cool.
So you were saying something about a nightstick.
I was. I don't want to use a gun because that would attract too much attention, but I do have a nightstick that I could use.
Wonderful.
Are you sure you want to try to use a nightstick on that thing? It's got no skin.
But it's got an exposed brain.
But it's got no skin.
And an exposed brain. We're good. We got this.
We're
You
going
sure
into,
your brain's not exposed?
We're going into initiative. Now the way that works in this system is determined by dex. So Johnny,
You're the one who's sticking with me.
Yeah, apparently I'm just nuts. Or at least slowly becoming nuts.
now you have plenty of time. All right. What is your dex, Johnny?
90. That's what it says.
Julia?
40.
Yeah, you're slow.
That bartender dexterity. Slinging drinks all night.
So you get a fun thing for having a readied firearm. Your dex actually goes up by 50. Your initiative's by 50. You don't have a firearm ready. You have a nightstick, so you get nothing. It actually changes nothing on the initiative order, though, so you're fine.
Wait, so my initiative is what?
So I have got it written down. Your initiative when you have a readied firearm is going to be 140.
Okay. Shazam.
Like I said, that actually changes absolutely nothing about the initiative order. So, Johnny, you're first.
I'm going to shoot that motherfucker right in the brain pan.
All right. Go for it.
Percentiles?
Yes, it's going to be your firearm, shotgun, rifle skill this time.
Firearm. Shotgun. Once again, is that a 60 or a 90?
Jesus Christ, how can you not read a die?
90. Because the large number's first.
96.
That doesn't hit.
Even with all my initiative.
No, it goes wide. It's its turn next.
Oops.
And in spite of not having functioning eyeballs that you can tell,
I think it noticed.
it sees you. It is going to attempt. It's not getting down off the wall, but you see its tongue come out. And it's going to try and attack you with that.
Lovely.
It misses.
Yay.
Julia, you're up.
I'm going to stab it in the brain.
With a nightstick.
With the end of my nightstick.
So it's up above a door, so you can do this, but it is going to be a hard success.
So
Okay.
It's more like you're poking it in the brain
Yeah.
with a nightstick.
It's fine. I got this.
Okay.
Just
Make
gonna
a
keep on
brawl,
poking it.
A brawl.
Poke at
check.
it.
I can do this. I can do this. Oh.
Can
23.
And what's the middle number on your nightstick?
30.
That's still a hit.
You poked it successfully.
So go ahead and roll whatever your damage is for that, please. I don't know what I put down. It's under damage next to skill. It's not your percentiles. No. Look under at the very bottom where it says weapons.
Very bottom.
Right next to that damage. So whatever that says for nightstick.
For nightstick, so 1d6 plus DB,
So,
number of attacks is 1.
You will roll that die.
Got it.
That is all you're rolling, is that one die.
What do I want to get?
You just roll.
5.
You do 5 damage to it.
By poking it in the brain.
It's not dead.
Dang it.
The good news, Johnny, is you're up next. Now, because she decided to walk up to it into melee,
Now poke it in the brain.
if you fumble this a hit with the shotgun, there is a higher than likely chance you're going to hit her instead. Because you're firing into melee.
It's a tough one. I don't know if I should do anything considering my terrible luck with rolling lately. So because of my fumble, my melee is not affected by that, or it is?
So shooting it is, so it's if you were to roll another fumble.
So if I fumble again, I might accidentally hit.
It's
Julia.
not a might.
Oh, okay.
Would it be, like, just a limb?
No.
Oh. Never mind.
You'd be taking 4d6 of damage.
Oh.
That's a tough one. Is it possible to move into a position where I won't hit her?
You can get up into a really close range, but I would say there's going to be a penalty die involved in that, which is where you roll another percentile die and you take the higher of the two results. So it's possible, and you wouldn't run the risk of hitting her this time.
I think it's worth taking that risk because, if I lose my partner, I don't have anyone to watch my back. So,
Okay. Yeah, so you can mosey on up there.
even though she did, run us off the road and everything. But, I digress.
You can mosey right up there and make another shotgun attack.
Yeah, I'm going to mosey, like you said.
Yep. So go ahead and roll that first and tell me what you get from that die.
The first percentile?
Yes, go ahead and just roll that.
Just one?
So you roll your dice like normal right now.
Okay. 10.
That would have been wonderful earlier. Now roll that percentile again. Just the percentile. Yeah, just that one.
30.
Still a hit though.
Yay.
Still a hit.
Yeah.
Roll 4d6 damage, please.
4d6.
Yes, so that's what the extra 6-sided dice are for in the bowl.
Grab the happy face one.
Yes.
They're so happy. What number is the happy face?
6.
Oh. Okay, good. I just didn't know. 14
All right.
altogether. It's not
Kill
bad.
it.
Yay! Now you won't die.
Thanks.
Yeah, you were probably going to. It slumps off the wall. It's dead.
Yeah, if you hadn't distracted it with the poking, I might not have been able to hit it.
So
But you poked it real good.
it has no loot on it. There's nothing to take off of this thing.
I mean, someone already took its skin. So.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing left.
As you guys you head into the kitchen. Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any more of these things there. Your radio cuts back on.
Ooh.
And it's someone that you've probably met at the precinct a few times. It's only one person talking, and it just panically shouts out, "Stay in cover. They're going to try some bombing runs."
Oh.
And then the radio cuts back out again. Sure enough, in true movie fashion, you start hearing some explosions going on dangerously close by.
That doesn't sound good.
That sounds terrible.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay, so what are we near besides the restaurant?
I mean, you're in the restaurant, and they're currently blowing up parts of the outside.
Is there a freezer in here?
There's a basement.
Get low. We don't want to get shook up.
What's the door like to the basement?
It's like a heavy door. Like it's like a freezer door, but it doesn't. It's not a freezer door, but it's just a heavy door.
Heavy door.
Do we want to run the risk of going down there? There could be creepy stuff down there.
Or there could be nothing down there.
I mean,
I don't know if these things can open doors.
they can bust through walls. I know that.
The explosions are getting louder.
Let's go to the basement.
Probably best. We don't want to get blown to smithereens.
The door is very heavy as you open it up. So
lovely.
More just means that there's a better than likely chance no one else is down here.
Yeah, that's
True.
Or is there?
damn it.
So you guys head down in there, and there is someone down there. Notice I said someone.
Okay, not something.
Not
Okay,
something.
that's good.
Oh,
That's
different.
Good.
There is a lady down there. Clearly, she was a patron of the restaurant who hid in the basement. There's a lot of like vegetables.
It's
and
not
fruit
Monica.
And food.
Oh,
It's not
excellent. There's
Monica.
food down here too?
There's food.
Okay.
So clearly, it's storage.
Food and no Monica. That's a win.
Right?
No, it's a lady. She like looks up and sees the two of you and like panics. Obviously, she hides behind like a big like shelf full of like lettuce or whatever. Not lettuce, but something non-perishable, like a bunch of like canned goods.
It's okay, lady. She's a cop.
That
And
scares
I'm
him
a
more.
bartender.
It's like, oh yeah, I've seen you before. She's looking at you, Johnny. It's like I don't have a need to go into the bar very often, but okay. And yeah, you're clearly a cop. All right, okay. Oh, you're hurt. She looks at your shoulder or your elbow.
You did get nibbled on her.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. It's fine.
No. Let me look at that.
Fine.
You just get nibbled on every night.
You get healed 1 point. Julia, you are healed by a single point.
Oh, sorry.
So she administered first aid on you.
Thanks.
Yeah, she patched you up real good.
She's like, "What's my name's Lisa. What's going on out there? Why is everything rumbling?"
All hell's breaking loose out there. It's crazy.
Oh.
Just stay calm. I think something like this happened in another city nearby. And so we're taking similar precautions. but that requires us to stay inside as they're bombing the area.
We're probably in a good place. We're underground. We got food. I think we're good for a little bit.
Okay. Did you see anyone up there?
No.
We didn't really see anyone so much as something.
Okay.
Had his brain sticking out.
Were you expecting someone? Were you with someone?
I was on a date. But, well,
I think your date might
I
have
think
ghosted
your date
you.
might have left.
I think you got ghosted.
I mean, that's fair.
Or zombied.
That's fair. Okay.
What's their name?
Paul?
Not. Is this the Paul that goes to the bar?
No, it's a different one.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to have to break some bad news to you.
Well, it'd be a weird timeline of events if he was able to get to the bar after that.
Just wondering, there are a lot of
sure.
Pauls out there. Could have been
There are.
mine. Could have been yours. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go and there's some. I think they take a lot of their breaks down here too. Probably just to get away from the restaurant. So there's like a little sitting area over here. It's not comfortable, but at least it's a place to sit down. It's like a bunch of like milk crates and stuff like that was expertly organized into chairs.
Nice.
In true
Hard work
restaurant
right there.
fashion.
Hard work right there.
Yeah. So there's like cushions put on them though, so that way it is at least like slightly comfortable.
Fancy. That's fancy.
And the rumbling goes on for a while. I mean, your watches work because they're just analog watches. It's probably like 3 or 4 hours go by. You're able to rest at least. You take some power naps. We're gonna say it's about 2:00 in the morning. Radio cuts back on, and it's like, I think they're done, but I'm getting some word from the army. They're not sure that's gonna do anything. They've got there's a quarantine zone. They've got some evac points set up, and there's some other organization that's here that's supposed to help. I'm not entirely sure what their deal is, but they're probably somewhere near any survivors. That's the hope anyway. Sorry, I can't respond to any messages if anyone tries to communicate with me. That part's broken on my end. But good luck everyone who's out there. And then the radio cuts off again.
That doesn't sound good.
It's like, well, we need to go up then, don't we? We should probably. It sounds like if that doesn't work, then they're probably going to try something even more extreme.
We should probably try to get to an evacuation point.
I agree.
There was no indication as to where those places were, correct?
The guy didn't
don't
say
actually
anything.
know. Okay.
Yeah, the guy didn't say anything.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know, Miss, if there were any ways that the people here protected the. I know you just came here for your date, but you wouldn't happen to have seen anything like maybe like some weapons, because we only got what we got, and we want to make sure that we can all get out of here.
No, I didn't find anything down here. I mean, I'm sure upstairs they probably have like kitchen knives or something like that, assuming the cooks didn't take those with them to defend themselves.
Better than nothing.
Okay.
Let's go up to the kitchen first.
Okay. So she's tagging along.
Maybe you two should stay down here, and I'll go get the utensils from the kitchen.
Sure, we should split up. That doesn't sound like a good idea to me. We almost got fragged when we were together, so maybe we should stick.
Okay, all three of us go.
Okay. So, you go up there. I assume you have your weapon drawn at this point now.
Safety in numbers.
Or are you still just doing your nightstick?
Oh, I'll switch over to my Glock again.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, you might have to poke something else real good.
So there's a lot of dust, obviously, from residual effects of the carpet potential bombing that went on outside. A lot of smoke, a lot of dust. You're able to kind of, just like with a quick look, looks like any knives, like where they would have been, they're not there. So the cooks probably took those with them. Make spot hidden checks, please.
10.
Okay.
37.
What's your spot hidden? Yeah, tell me yours. 10's fine.
What column?
First one. It's regular success is all you need. Spot hidden. Just 3 numbers. The numbers are to the right, yeah.
55.
And you rolled a what?
37.
Yeah. Well, you open up a drawer and you find one kitchen knife.
It's better than that.
Like a chef's knife.
Lisa needs some sort of protection, so she should have the knife.
Okie dokie.
Probably better shots anyway.
All right, so she takes that. She's just holding it, She clearly has absolutely zero combat training of any kind. So she's during your 4 to 5 hours of being locked into bases, you learn she's an elementary school teacher. So yeah, that's a thing. And she's got a knife now. Now, granted, like I was saying before we started recording, she does have a minimum skill. So her brawl is 25% at least. So
Do we know if she has any sort of experience whatsoever with any weapon of any kind?
none.
Nothing like an elementary school teacher with a knife.
Yeah, she's like 24, like fresh graduate. Like your first or second year teaching.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Cool.
Escort mission.
So yeah, you guys are heading out. I'm assuming you're heading out of this restaurant now.
Yes, let's leave by the back door.
Okay.
We might want to take some food with us just in case. We don't know how long we're going to be out there.
Were there cans downstairs?
Yeah, there's like I mean, they made a lot of their food here. It looks like so it's like cans of like tomato sauce, whatever. I mean,
Because that sounds real good.
Yeah. There's no like cans of soup.
Cans of beans?
Sure. There's
Okay. Let's take the beans with us.
Can of beans for each of you. Canned goods do weigh a lot. So.
Did we grab a backpack when we were at the sporting goods store?
Make a luck roll.
Both of us?
Sure. Why not?
3.
That's good.
31.
We'll say you did grab a backpack
Okay.
on your way out.
Okay.
So you do have somewhere to put it.
Okay. So put the cans of beans in the backpack. Also, while we're down there, do they have any kind of like
Bottled water?
bottled water or simple first aid kits?
Bottled water, yes. First aid kit, no.
Okay. Water goes with us too.
Big bottle for each of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Backpack's pretty heavy at that point, so. Okay, so yeah, you guys walk on out of there. Cans of beans and bottles of water and elementary school teacher with a knife.
Scary.
A bartender
For
with a
real.
shotgun and a cop with a
Great.
Glock. You're heading out. You don't see any. I mean, you see the bombing, of course. Like the roads kind of fucked in this area. You can get around it pretty easily. You think the big guy had been through here, but probably got redirected because you do see a rather suspicious looking hole in one of the buildings nearby. But it's been hours, so it would have, if it was going to find you, it would have. It lost your track, lost your scent anyway.
So I'm guessing there's a lot of stuff that's just on fire.
There's a lot of stuff on fire.
Okay. Everything's on fire.
Everything's
It's
on
okay.
fire. It's great.
Yeah.
Everything's just
Fine.
burning in hell. Okay.
And as you guys are heading out of there, I mean, you still would assume that at least get to the police station first, and then make your way. Anyone there would probably know of quarantine zones are at to get evacuated out. And this time you don't have to make the listen check because you already know what one of these things sounds like. You hear the noise of another one of those things from in the restaurant. And you look up, you see it's on the side of one of the buildings. It's crawling around. We're going to say Lisa accidentally kicked a piece of rubble. He didn't mean to. And this thing looks in your direction, and it skitters to the ground, and it starts crawling weirdly at you guys. It's just the way it's moving. It's almost like watching an alligator run in a way. And it leaps into the air. But...
And I shoot it.
Someone else shoots it in a burst of automatic weapons fire. And
Sexy.
This thing was coming, towards you guys, and it got shot from the side, so it just goes flying off. Because it was going this way, hit this way, and then that way. Physics.
It's physics.
Yeah. Resident Evil physics specifically.
Resident Evil
Got
physics.
it.
There you go.
Okay.
And you see a group of about 6 people, not dressed in military uniforms, but they are wearing a uniform. On the shoulder, you see a little globe emblem, and then right underneath it says BSAA.
We're staying far away from those people.
No, they see you.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to take a quick break.
Ugh.
And we are back. So, what has happened so far? City is going to complete chaos here. And our 2 members, Johnny Lawrence and Julia Spencer, I think is what your name was. So they have managed to make it through. They've chased away. Or they've been chased by a big monster. They managed to successfully evade it. They've made it through a convenience store and a sporting goods store and a restaurant where they found another survivor who introduced herself as Lisa Moreno, who was a local elementary school teacher. A young elementary school teacher at that. They made their way out of the restaurant. The city the army has tried to bomb the city. They were about to be attacked by another monster, and it was taken out by a squad of people from the BSAA, and that is literally where we're going to pick right back up from there. The guy that shot the monster out of the air, he holds up a hand to the rest of his squad to tell them to stop, basically. And he's like, "Hold up, everyone, survivors." And he lowers his weapon and begins to approach you guys.
How many are there?
6.
I'm still going to hold on to
I'm
my
gonna keep
shotgun
my gun.
just to make sure, because even though they obviously got guns of their own, just want to, I'm a little shaky because of all the brain guys.
So the guy in front, who is definitely giving off the air of leadership, again, weapon down, finger not even on the trigger at this point. He's not aiming. He still has a hand on it. He's safe. It's I was starting to give up hope we were going to find anyone. This outbreak hasn't been that long, but it's been thorough.
So who are you, and what organization are you with?
Oh, name's Dylan. That back there, that's Blair. It's the rest of the squad. We're with the BSAA.
What does that stand for? The Boy Scouts of South Antarctica or something?
Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance.
So close. What is your goal right now?
Find survivors and get them out of here.
Are you taking them to the evacuation points throughout the city?
That's what we're trying to do.
Have you found anyone?
You're the first, at least my squad anyway. We found the other squads have found some more, but there's not a lot of us, and it's a fairly good-sized city.
Well, I definitely think you should take Lisa with you, but I need to stay and get to my police headquarters.
Oh, don't bother.
Why?
We just came from there.
And?
There's no one there anymore.
What do you mean anymore?
Well, I mean, they were there. A lot of them left to get to the quarantine. Some of them went back out into the city to also try and find survivors.
I'm not going to just take your word for it.
And that's fair. What do I know?
So I'll leave it up to Johnny, but I think Lisa should definitely go with you.
Listen, it's not going to be easy getting back that way. So he looks at two of the people. He's like, Shaw, Rook, take the girl. You guys know the way to get to the quarantine zone. I'll go with you guys.
I'm going to stick with Julia here because she still owes me for some drinks.
I do.
That's fair. Listen, if we all make it out of this, I'll settle up the tab myself.
Sounds good.
So, Dylan, you said that you're with this organization. Have you seen this in other parts of the area before?
Yeah.
And what is this?
This... I mean, it's a pretty regular outbreak, relatively speaking, because at least it's just zombies and monsters. There's been worse than this.
Worse?
Yeah.
Worse than those brain guys?
Yeah.
What were those, anyway?
Well, there's an old RPD record of them. Some guy dubbed them lickers because they got the big tongue.
Seems accurate.
Oh.
So, but that's kind of the unofficial name. I don't think anyone actually knows what they were really called.
So how did this outbreak occur? How did people start becoming zombies?
We don't know.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Listen, I don't like. That's the other reason. There's another squad out there who's looking to find out exactly what happened. This is pretty similar to what happened in Raccoon City.
So when people are taken to the either quarantine or the evacuation points, when do you meet back up with them? Or do you?
My team?
Yes.
I mean, Brooke, Shaw, just, I think we're going to be heading to the police station. Just head back there. Like, got it, sir. And they take Lisa away.
Bye, Lisa. Bye, Lisa.
So, yeah, that is happening at the moment. And so Dylan just stares at you and he's like, so are we going to go?
Actually, why are you trying to come with us?
To keep you from dying.
I like this plan.
You do?
I want to stay alive.
Okay. All right.
I like not dying.
Okay.
Great. So, you guys begin the now, quite a few of you now. There's 6 of you all together because 2 of them left. So, it's Dylan, his second in command, Blair, and then there's 2 other people behind as well. It's like, listen, if you guys are needing some, like, supplies, like we were able to set up it's not a good safe house, more like a tent, but there might be something left. It wasn't the safe house I set up. That one's closer to a quarantine zone, but I didn't know it was going to be by a quarantine zone when I set it up. But
What kind of supplies?
I mean, just like a first aid kits, maybe some ammunition. No weapons, though, but maybe some grenades. Assuming they haven't gotten taken yet. It's been several hours since I've been there, so.
And how far away is this?
It's on the way.
It's on the way to the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll walk by it.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are walking to the police station. There's a fair amount of zombies along the way. You get why they wanted to go with you. Because if you're gonna need to fight your way out, it's more than the two of you could have handled on your own.
I mean, we are just a cop and a bartender.
That's true.
Yeah.
They have automatic weapons.
Yeah, they're a little more decked out.
Whatever.
Everyone, just make some dex rolls, please.
12.
79.
Okay.
But my dex is 90, so I'm good.
Yeah, everyone is able to maneuver around
Huzzah.
Woo.
without getting bitten
Nice.
or attacked or anything. So, good on all of you there. So, at that point, I'm just getting some of my sheets out of the way here. You see the tent that Dylan was talking about once you get through the zombies. And as he approaches, he's like, ah, shit. And he runs up into it. It's like, yep. Well, at least there are survivors here. They took a lot of the stuff. He rummages through a thing, and and he hands you a magazine that's for a Glock 17. It's like, that'll at least give you something.
Great.
So,
It's better than nothing.
like, all right. Well, I guess if we're heading to your precinct, we should probably keep going then. It's at that point. No listen check needed for this. You hear it. It's back. Big guy's back.
The 8-foot guy.
Yeah. So, and he is coming from the direction of the precinct. And Dylan looks at that and he's like, well, that's an ugly fucker. And raises his assault rifle, the SIG 556 to be precise. For the nerds that want to know that, I am keeping it lore accurate.
Nice.
And he opens fire on it. And he hits it. Yeah, he does some damage to it. But he lowers his weapon down a bit, and he's like, huh. All right. Form up. And then the rest of his squad kind of goes around, and they start taking up some positions. The only one who doesn't was one who introduced herself as Haley Vance, because she's predominantly a medic. So getting into
Put her in the back.
close combat, yeah, it's not exactly your thing. But the other two, Blair,
in the back.
yeah, Blair and Collins, on the other hand, they are sticking around. They're also forming up. What would you guys like to do?
Well, since I'm just a bartender, I'm gonna go in the back and just hold on my shotgun. And if someone breaks through, I'm gonna blast them.
I'm going to go up front with Dylan
Okay.
with my Glock.
Okay. So
Smart.
Not the nightstick.
Yeah, at least it's not the nightstick. Good call. Good call.
All right. So, since you both have your weapons out, go ahead and give me your dexterity plus an additional 50. So just tell me your dex and I'll write it down.
40.
Okay,
90.
it's 90. Okay. Johnny, you're first. What would you like to do?
Well, since I don't see anyone else blasting, I guess I'll blast away.
Okay, so you're still pretty far out, so if you hit, it'll just a regular attack roll, but you'll do 2d6 damage instead of 4d6.
Okay. 59.
That'll hit, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dex is 90, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your damage, 2d6.
Seven.
Okay. Julia, you are... Nope, you're not next, actually. Michael's next. That's it. Okay. Now it's Julia's turn. What are you doing?
Oh.
Describe what you're doing.
I'm aiming and shooting.
Okay.
70.
And what's your handgun skill? It's under firearms.
$75.
Okay, so that'll hit. So I believe it's a 1d10 damage. So it's the one without the two numbers. It just has the one die. It's the one that looks like this. That is a D8. The other half of the percentile. This one. Yes, that one.
Good job.
0.
That's 10.
Ugh.
Okay. The rest of the squad's gonna go. I don't feel like rolling a million times right now. So we're gonna say they hit a little bit of damage. It's still up after this full barrage of bullets. Its face has gotten exposed. It's all gross and creepy looking. It's almost like someone took like a skull and then just like stretched the skin over it, and like the muscle and stuff's all exposed and everything. It's unpleasant to look at, very unpleasant. So it roars and it runs forward.
That's not good.
No, it's not. Did we happen to find grenades?
No, those were gone.
Oh, okay.
And it is running up to Amanda Collins, and it is gonna punch her. She's one of the BSAA people. Oh no.
Sounds like Amanda's gonna get rocked.
Yeah, Amanda takes a direct hit to the midsection by this thing, and is hit with enough force that it lifts her off of the ground, and then sends her just fucking flying back. She was wearing armor, so it helped a little. But she's not feeling great. The field medic, Vance, I think was what I said her name was. That's what my little thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
She grabs her and maneuvers her away out of the line of fire, which does reduce it down by 2 more people are now leaving the initiative roster.
Okay.
Great.
And Dylan's like, shit. We need to go. Like, we're not gonna... I don't think we're not gonna be able to kill this thing with what we've got. He starts looking around very quickly. And he points to a building nearby. He's like, what the fuck is that place? You guys would know. It's an art museum.
We're not going in there.
I don't see any other options at this point in time.
I'm not going in there.
All right, suit yourself.
What are you afraid of? Some dinosaur? Wait, no, it's an art museum.
Wrong one. Michael is, and it's Michael. Michael and Grayson, they both start making their way. Haley takes the injured operative and tucks away. Let me see. Hold on. Wow, she rolled a 1 for a stealth check.
I mean, we can follow him in, or we take our chances with Big Boy. I'm not taking my chances. I'm going.
If it's just me, I have to go with everyone else.
Yeah, unless you want to 1v1 this thing. Yeah. So Michael heads up to the building first, and doors unlocked. Obviously, it's big, heavy doors. Like think like the doors at the art museum here.
Yeah.
And he gets that open, and he pulls a grenade from his belt because he did have one on him. You guys just didn't find any for yourselves. And as you guys funnel in, as this thing is now running towards you, he pulls the pin, chucks it at the thing.
Begin with. Sorry.
Probably didn't think they needed it.
Yeah, pulls the pin, chucks it at it, heads inside. You guys hear the boom of a fragmentation grenade going off. But then you do hear like a heavy slumping sound. Like it at least fell down, maybe.
That's good news.
But it's up to you if you want to go check.
Nope.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Going for the art museum.
Okay. So you guys are now
where we're going.
It's pitch black and it's not pitch. It's dark inside though, because it was nighttime. This happened. The museum was already closed.
Okay, because that's not creepy at all.
So lights
Nighttime
are
for the
not
museum?
on. So
I saw that movie.
Whoever
Still creepy.
Whoever was here for night shift clearly didn't show up for work today. Specific notes. So, it's a 2-story building. There's only the one entrance, though, that you're aware of, at least. Well, there's the one main entrance, but there's most likely an employee entrance. You have to figure out where it's at. You guys don't make it a habit of going into the employee-only areas of your local art museum, so you don't really know where it is. Michael looks at Grayson. Michael's trying to get his radio going to see if he can figure out what happened to the two people, but unable to get a hold of them at this point in time. It's like, well, 2 and 2, you two have survived pretty well on your own. Let's see if we can find the employee way, and let's meet back here once we find it.
Wait, what happened to Dylan?
It's Michael. Michael Dillon.
Michael and Dylan.
Okay, Michael and Dylan.
No. Michael Dillon's his name.
Oh.
The other guy's name was Grayson Blair.
Okay, they were just referring to him as Dylan earlier.
I was.
Yeah.
And then
okay,
I fell into my normal habit
were,
of what I call that character. So.
I thought they were
Gotcha.
two different
Okay.
people. Sorry.
Yeah, so I
No.
was a little confused because I thought Michael and Dylan were two separate people.
No, Michael Dillon's his full name.
Okay.
And Grayson Blair's the other full name.
Not surprised.
Yeah. So while you guys are looking around, looking for the, service out hallways or whatever the hell, both of you please make spot hidden checks.
I didn't spot anything hidden. I hit 80.
25.
What's the middle number on that?
27.
Cool. So you actually made a hard success on that. Wonderful.
Good job.
You notice as you guys are kind of going through, you're seeing like there's some statues that are here.
Not the statues.
Well, it looks like there's some of these are supposed to be holding something, but it's missing.
Great.
So you see 3 statues in particular. Well, you see 2. One is like you're kind of in that medieval Renaissance not combination, but it's kind of the order of things. There's a knight that is normally like the way he's sitting, like he has a sword in one hand, but he's supposed to have a shield, like deflecting a blow, but the shield is missing. And the other one that you see is a scholar who has a book in his hands, and it's like, well, the other hand is like poised to like write, but there's something missing from that. God. So clearly what you need to do is you need to find the missing items.
Yeah, because this sounds familiar. Very Resident Evil. Yeah.
And then as you're contemplating, you hear footsteps coming your way. But it's Michael and Grayson.
What'd they find?
Found a whole lot of nothing on this side. What'd you guys find?
Missing weapons on this side. Well, a shield and potentially a pen.
Well, Michael walks up to it. Specifically, he goes up to the one that's got the scholar one. He looks at that and he pulls something out of one of his side pouches, and it's like a stone quill. He just sticks it in there, and the hand just kind of goes and it goes, and now it's on the thing. Huh.
That's not creepy at all.
Neat.
Why did you take a pen?
It was just laying there. I found it in one of the I found it in the area we were in.
So we need to go back there because chances are the shield's there too.
Possibly. I didn't see a shield over there. It might be over on this side somewhere.
Maybe we should look on this side for the shield.
Or the employee access. Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, maybe we'll find both.
You, Johnny, make one more spot hidden check for me.
Oh yeah. 78. I found nothing.
You still found nothing. Okay.
I'm taking all the terrible rolls today.
So,
just gonna stop rolling altogether.
Yeah, you guys, you make it to like, you're no longer, you're in like the modern art area now, like just kind of rummaging around, looking for anything. Now it's your turn, Julia, to make a spot hidden check.
35.
All right. You find the shield. It's like under a bench for some reason.
Okay.
It's pretty heavy. What's your strength score?
Can I lift it?
That's why I asked what your strength score was.
60.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like easy because it's like solid, less stonework happening there. But yeah, you're able to hoist it. You can drag it back to the knight statue, and then when you lock that into place, the arm just kind of goes. You, Johnny, while she goes off to do that, because you realize there's nothing in this art museum to like attack you. You've been through the whole thing, so you all feel a little safer splitting up. Not safe.
Safe,
but yeah, especially with two members of the BSAA there, you feel a little comfortable. But you find a storage room. Johnny, would you like to try and open the door to the storage room?
Sure, why not?
It's locked.
Okay.
Do you have locksmith? Above 1%?
No.
Right. Would you like to try and kick the door down?
No.
Okay. It's at that point you turn and you see another statue that has a scroll in its hands, but the scroll is destroyed. And it doesn't look like the scroll is supposed to be destroyed.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll take a closer look at it.
Okay. It looks like the scroll will come out. It's not a stone scroll for some reason, like everything else has been, stonework or whatever. So you're thinking that there has to be either a completed scroll or a stonework scroll that's supposed to be in this Greek man's hands.
Okay. I will take it over to the rest of my crew and see what they have to think about it.
Well, you've just finished putting the shield back up. So, what do you say to him?
Is it like a scroll, like just like paper and pen type scroll?
The one that's in its hands currently is,
okay,
but it may not be what's supposed to be in there.
I mean,
okay.
It looks like the kind of thing we just did with the shield and the pen, so maybe we find this thing and something else happens.
Okay. Did you read what the scroll said?
Nah.
There was nothing on it anyway.
Okay. So I guess let's look for a scroll.
Okay. Go ahead. Both of you just make more spot hidden checks.
54.
Okay.
40.
And is that a pass for you yet?
That is a pass for me.
All right.
40 out of 55.
All right. So technically you succeeded it a little bit better, but we're going to give Johnny the win this time.
Yeah. For the win.
You guys scour this place. It's been a while too. Like you've been in this place probably longer than you should have been. You realize the only place you haven't checked yet is that locked storage room. But the good news is Michael and Grayson have caught up to you. And Grayson happens to know locksmithing. So we're going to see if he can pick the lock.
It's the only place that scroll can be.
Depending what happens, though, determines what I say next.
I feel like it's in there.
No, he rolled a 5. We're fine.
Yeah.
He pops it open, but as the lock is popped, you actually find the storage room key. As soon as Grayson's like, all right, got it. And yeah, you open it up. It's a big storage room. You know, it's an art museum storage room. There's a lot of shit in there. But pretty much as soon as you walk in, you see the scroll. And yeah, it's a big fuck off heavy stone scroll.
Great.
So yeah, if you pick it up, what's your strength score?
40.
You struggle picking it up. If the two of you do it, it'll be pretty easy to carry.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so you both pick it up and take it over. Michael just really inelegantly just like tosses the ruined scroll out of the thing's hands, and then the stone scroll goes in, and it's like it was holding it like this, with its hands kind of outright, and then it just goes, and the hands go down, and then very loudly, it's very reverberant unlocking noise starts happening, and you guys look at the floor, and the floor is actually kind of like opening up.
That's never a good sign.
You see stairs leading down into some kind of basement level.
Are we all together?
Yeah, the four of you are all in this room.
Okay. I mean, we should go down and check it out.
I don't know. Secret passages is never good.
They've been safe up until now, most likely.
But they're usually kept secret for a reason.
We should rock, paper, scissors this out.
For what?
I want to go down there.
You can go down there. You don't have to have them go with you.
Oh, I go down by myself?
I mean, Michael and Grayson will go with you.
I mean, if they go, I go. Oh, we'll stick together.
All right, we're going down.
Okay. It's a pretty good, it's not like it's a decent walk down there because it's spirals. It's a spiral staircase that eventually opens up into like a little kind of like an anteroom, and there is a big door with a button panel next to it with an up arrow and a down arrow.
We've already been upstairs, right? Let's check out what's downstairs.
Hell, maybe.
Yeah, you push that down arrow. You hear a little noise as the elevator comes back up, and the doors open, and it is a spotlessly clean elevator. Lights blaring out like it's like the gates of heaven opening up in front of you. Michael and Grayson just walk in.
Follow them.
Okay.
It's like, it's not my first time. And then, button gets pressed, and down it goes. And you're going for a little bit. Like a good minute you're in this elevator as it's going down.
We're gonna die.
And
I don't plan on dying. Speak for yourself.
the door opens up, and Both of you, please make sanity checks.
Not again.
14.
20.
You pass. You both lose a point of sanity. Because while the elevator was spotlessly clean, this room is not. This long hallway is covered in gore and viscera. And Michael and Grayson both have their weapons out.
This looks like Thanksgiving at my grandma's house.
Don't ever invite me to your family's Thanksgiving. Said by Michael. And Michael and Grayson take point. They head forward. And Grayson's like, I think we found where it started. That's great. We'll find some good intel here at least.
I ain't going nowhere without these dudes. They got the big guns.
Grayson takes one side of the hallway. Michael takes the other side of the hallway. And Michael comes as he's walking down that way. He sees a door. It's not a normal looking door. It's got like a weird kind of handle that looks like it needs to be rotated. And Michael grabs that handle and tries to rotate it. And he's like, fuck. It's a weird fucking door. I think it might be locked. Probably try and figure out where the mechanism for it is. Or a key. He kind of looks and it's like there's like a spot a key would go, like right there. It's a weird looking key too.
Are we sure the key I found was the storage locker?
It said storage locker on it. It's like a normal looking key. This key is weird looking.
Okay.
Whatever this keyhole is. So yeah, you guys are in the basement. You're in a secret lab. As you guys kind of go forward a little bit more, you see one of those like big like observation looking windows, completely shattered. Whatever was inside went out. So
Great.
Maybe that's where the big guy came from.
Or the thing with the brain.
So there is a door next to it. Unsure if the door is locked or not. Or you can just go through the big fucking broken window. Completely your call.
Let's go through the broken window.
Okay. Yeah, you just hop over. So you guys are in this room now. It's like a big lab. There's a lot of little stasis looking pods kind of everywhere. They're all open. There is one really big looking stasis pod that looks like it was forcefully opened. And there's a couple of computer terminals that are on.
Do you know anything about computers?
Enough.
I'll leave it to you.
It is locked. The computer, of course, it's password protected. Both of you make spot hidden checks, and I need at least a hard success.
16.
What's the middle number on your spot?
27.
Okay.
83.
All right. You don't find anything. You find, like a laminated sheet of paper, that has what appear to be codes on them. Looks like there's 3 on there. They're passwords. One of them says Revelation. The other one says Seraphim. And the last one says Redemption. It does not say where these passwords go. So.
Is there anything like on the door or near the door that indicates what room you're in?
Yeah. I mean, it says, BOW storage is the room you're in. Michael helpfully pipes in. It's like BOW stands for bioorganic weapon. It's a bit of an oxymoron since bio means organic to begin with, so.
Okay. Try the first password.
Okay. Make a computer use check, please.
$14.
And what's your computer use score?
15.
Cool. Yeah, so you make it. It's the right password. What opens up then, it's a map of where you're at. Thankfully, this place is only one level, but it's very big. It's looking like this actually extends all the way out to where the precinct is from where you're at. Like, it's huge. And you see there's a couple of rooms listed. There is a antivirus storage room. And there's also a thing that's listed as tram. But, where would you like to go?
We need to try and find the key.
Yeah, there's no key in here.
Okay. Let's do the you said there was an antivirus. Yeah, let's do that one.
So yeah, that one is password locked on the door. It's a full keyboard password though, as opposed to like just like a PIN number or something like that. So
I still have the sheet with me, right?
you do.
Let's try the second one.
Seraphim opens it right up. No computer use needed for that one. Yeah. So when you guys go inside, all four of you, there is like a briefcase, like a big like metal attaché case that is open that has these weird vials in it with this green liquid. They all say AV, number 1, 2, 3, batch 2, whatever else. It's a box full of antiviruses. Both of you make spot hidden checks.
77.
83.
I'm just sucking at finding
both.
anything today.
That is, you guys don't find anything else.
Of course we don't.
Fortunately, Michael is there to save the day a little bit. While you're looking at the antivirus stuff, Grayson actually goes over to it. He's like, man, I really wish Vance was here. She would know what to do with it. Or not, yeah, Vance, I wish Vance was here. She'd know how to administer these. We're going to take these with us, though. And he shuts the case, and it, like, seals up. Nice and tight. Michael, however, is rummaging through, like a storage cabinet that at first he tried to open and it didn't open, and he just like really wrenched on the door and got the door just to come open. He's very strong. And pulls some boxes of ammunition out.
Yeah.
One thing you both notice, especially compared to what you guys got from the sporting goods store, these boxes have no labels on them. Like, there's no logos, no brand names, nothing like that. And he opens up one, he's looking at it, and he's like, this isn't normal. The bullets, it's like regular handgun bullets. They have these reddish tips to them, as opposed to normal, like, copper bullets that normally are in handgun ammunition. The shotgun shells he pulls out, though, he's like, these just look like normal shotgun shells.
Yay.
But they're blue.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, you can get blue shotgun shells, at fucking Walmart. But the fact they're in a no-name box and you've been toting that shotgun around for a while, these probably should be best for you. And he slides you a box of ammunition. There is enough in there that you can replace one magazine.
Okay.
With that, so you have 17 rounds basically of special ammo. And you would have you'd have 6 shells essentially of this special ammunition.
And that's on top of the 34 bullets I already have.
Correct.
And that's
Got it.
on top of the 15 shells I
Correct.
still have.
It's its own 6th thing, but Michael is unsubtly suggesting that you guys switch the ammunition of your weapons to these.
Got it.
6 blue shells.
Yep. So
6 of them.
Okay. As Grayson locks up the box nice and tight, y'all hate to hear it.
No.
The rumbling.
No.
The earth is Well, and the thing
that's
is,
not me being hungry neither.
yeah. So the good news is it didn't come from the elevator. The bad news is that means it came from somewhere else. So it's coming for you. You can tell it's getting louder. You've got a couple of minutes. Michael's like, listen, we should just take point. Hopefully that shit you guys found does some magic fucking damage to this thing. I don't fucking know. Don't fucking care. Whatever you're able to do to it would be fucking wonderful. We will help, obviously. Michael actually is like, I did find one box of 5.56 ammo that is this weird special shit too. So hopefully that does some good. But yeah, I think this is our best shot. Either we die or it dies.
Let's do it.
Lovely.
All right. How would you guys like to set up?
I'll be right behind Michael's.
Okay. Michael will he crouches down and is taking point. He's using some extra leverage, at least for now. He'll get out of the way if he needs to.
I'm just going to go where I feel like I can get the best shot.
Okay. Because there is the big, this was locked actually, so it is going to come through the door. And Grayson takes up point in the back with his AR. So, you guys hear the thumping, gets real loud, and then it tries to get through the door, but it can't this time. At first. Then it proceeds to just kind of pummel the door off of its hinges.
Great.
And it's right here. Good thing I wrote everyone's initiative down already. That doesn't change. So.
I'm going to blast it.
Okay. Go ahead and make your shotgun attack.
Shotgun.
Got it.
So this is based off my shotgun firearm.
Correct.
Okay. So if it's a 1-0-0,
that is an exceptional hit. Roll those.
Oh my god. It's a lot of stuff.
8, 28, 39.
That sounds good.
This thing was not expecting that.
Yes.
It doesn't knock it down, but it does knock it off balance. So Michael is going to take a shot at it from his vantage point. I mean, the bullets, he misses, unfortunately. They're like, it hits it. I don't say it misses, like it hits,
grazes.
But yeah, it just kind of grazes. It was more because the shot knocked it off balance, and so it wasn't where it was supposed to be when Michael pulled the trigger. So, let's see what you get.
Am I looking at the weapon Glock or
Glock.
firearms? Okay.
It's the same skill.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's
Sorry.
already programmed.
Got it, okay. 37.
And your skill is that's below. So
7.
you're going to take these and roll them. Keep them.
13.
Okay. What you also notice is that these wounds, they have have steam escaping from them. Like it's doing something to it. Like before, when you guys shot at it, nothing really happened. Unfortunately, it gets a turn. So.
Oh, I need to keep track of how many bullets I've used. Hold on.
1. For each of you. So, I'm going to make this random, nice and fair. Basically, it's not much fun if the NPCs get targeted right away. Evens is you, David, and odds is April. I'm going to roll this out in the open so you guys can see.
Because I'm an oddball.
It's an odd number.
Of course it is.
So,
Sorry, cop lady.
You got punched.
Rude.
Yeah, 7 points of damage. And your HP is what, 12?
Yes. So I'm down to.
Yeah, that is a major wound you just got.
Yeah, I like how you say rude, but when have you ever known someone to punch politely?
Politely? That's true.
I'm just going to politely punch you.
Not a quality punch.
So yeah, go ahead and check that major wound box while you're at it too. We'll deal with that later.
Okay, so I changed my hit points to 5, right?
Yes. Okay. Your current hit points are 5.
Okay.
So yeah, that's not great.
No.
The good news is it's the only attack it gets. So.
Oh, goody.
Lovely.
That goes back to the top, so it's back to you.
I'm going to blast it again.
Go for it.
$41.
And your rifle score is what, 70?
Yeah, my rifle score is 70.
Okay, so that hits again. Roll that big boatload of damage again.
Boom. Boom.
21.
Oh, sorry, 21.
Okay. Knocks it off balance again. It's unhappy with that. Michael's going to try and shoot it again. Got it that time.
That's what you get for punching Julia.
Yeah.
I think you probably be like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, ugh, yeah.
You're freaking dying over there.
Okay.
Just bleed out, don't worry.
You get you get another shot.
Okay. 11.
That hits. That's an extreme hit, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That's what I think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an extreme success. So yeah, just roll your damage.
Six.
Okay. It's not looking good, but it's still up. But it is not going to punch you again because it realizes it's got you on the ropes. So
It's going to punch me.
it's not going to punch you.
Oh.
A tentacle shoots out of it.
God damn it.
From its arm. From its arm.
I think I'd rather get punched than tentacled. I've seen those movies.
You
It
can-
doesn't end well for anybody.
Probably doing this very wrong here. Let me see something here.
Oh, lovely.
Go ahead and try and dodge.
I thought you were say try and die. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm just going to try dying. Tried that once before. It didn't take. 74.
That's not a good dodge.
No. I haven't been very good at a lot this round except for blasting things.
Take 5 points of damage.
Ouch.
You subtract it. And you're grappled. It wraps around your arms, so you basically now need to spend your turn to try and break free. Which we're gonna call that. Let's see. How would you like to try to break free, and I'll determine what the roll is gonna be.
I'm just going to try to wriggle my way out.
Okay, make a dex roll.
Just
Yeah, just a
Best as
flat,
I can.
flat dex roll for that.
Flat dex roll. Here we go. 85.
What's your
But my dex is 90.
So
hey.
But that's your whole turn. So
I think someone rigged my dice.
it's the ones used for Power Rangers.
No wonder. Those keep sucking too.
Michael succeeds in getting another shot off. Michael's turn. You are pretty sure, Julia, if you get one more hit on this thing, it will die.
Yay.
Okay. 63.
And your handgun skill is?
75.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
$12.
Okay. Basically, if you needed to roll above a 6 damage to kill it, so. Also, what's your max hit points, David?
My max hit points?
Yeah.
It started out at 11.
Okay, so you didn't take a major wound.
Okay, that's good.
It swaggers, it's kind of, sways in the air a bit, and then it just falls backward. It is incapacitated. And potentially dead. It's hard to tell if an 8-foot tall behemoth of a creature is dead or not.
Fair.
So. But it's got steam coming out of it because of all these weird bullet wounds that it has, so. You're hurt. You are very hurt.
I am very
Julia.
hurt. I have a major wound.
You have a major wound, and the medic's not here.
Correct. Great. Exciting.
It's at this point, Michael's radio comes back on. Just Michael's specifically. And you hear one of his other team members. It's like, hey boss, listen, we got back to the quarantine zone. We dropped off the teacher. She's fine. She passed quarantine. Army is giving up on Ridgemont. They're gonna blow this place to kingdom come. And Michael's like, those fuckers. I knew they were up to something like that. Shit. Listen, tell them we got the antivirus. That might slow them down a little bit. We've got to figure out a way to get there. How long do we have? And the guy in the other line's like, shit. They said probably by noon. Thermobaric missiles. Not great. Michael's like, all right, thanks, man. Have you seen the other two? Like, not yet. What happened? And Michael fills him in on the first encounter with the big monster. And looking for something. But unfortunately, the DM screen doesn't tell me what happens. If anyone wants to make a first aid check on you, feel free. You can also do that yourself.
Are you dying?
You're not dying yet.
Pretty close to.
But I would still make the first aid check. Either one of you could do that.
Okay, can I roll?
Yeah.
You did get the shit pummeled out of you.
6.
Okay. You get a hit point back.
Yay.
Can I go again?
No. Oh, you fell prone. Oh, I should have make a con check for me real quick, April.
$12.
All right, you're fine. You would have passed out otherwise.
Great.
Way to not die.
Go team.
Go cop lady.
What's your current hit points at?
6.
Okay, no, you still have a major wound. Oh no, never mind. Because your hit points are 12, right?
Yes.
You are no longer majorly wounded.
Oh.
Yay.
You're still not doing great, but you don't have a major wound anymore. So, Michael looks at his watch after the realization that it's about noon when it's going to happen. And he's like, all right, we have some time. It's only 6 a.m. But we have to get the fuck out of here. I mean, quarantine zone's not far. I mean, it only took them like an hour to get there. I don't know if we can convince the army to call off the attack, even with the antivirus, even with proof of the antivirus. But we need to. Was there anything else in that? I know I saw you looking at that map, but is there any other kind of thing on there that it told you about? It told you that there was potentially a tram somewhere in here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. If we can find that, I don't know where it's going to take us. There's probably going to be a map nearby.
Didn't you see a map earlier?
I did.
So you recall on the map that the tram will take you the opposite direction of most likely where a quarantine zone is. It actually takes it all the way outside the city. So it'd be an escape route, but it's not going to help you with the quarantine zone.
Let's take the tram. If we can find it.
Okay. Make spot hidden checks.
$98.
93.
Yeah, I was gonna find nothing. Turn the play. It takes about an hour of searching this lab. Michael and Grayson take a lot of data from this place while you guys are doing that. But yeah, you guys do not find where the secret tram is located. It's now 7 a.m.
Lovely. This is why we can't have nice things.
Okay, so I guess we try to make it to the quarantine zone.
Okay, so yeah, fortunately this big fucker did not come through the elevator. So the elevator is intact, so you're able to get back up. It's daylight now, like full-blown daylight by the time you get back up there. And a lot of zombies still, some monsters. But just for the sake of drama, you guys get through all that. Spend some ammo. You know, each do you take like 2 shots out. Don't use your special ammo, though you guys would have switched back on the elevator ride back up, I assume. And yeah, Michael directs you. Basically knows the way. You do come across the other two, his other 2 members of his squad. They are both still alive.
Excellent.
They got patched up, and they are making their way out.
Can they patch me up?
That's too late, but it's gotta be done within the first hour. So you make it. I mean, you guys are moving a little slower because you both got fucked up.
We did get pretty fucked up.
So at one point, Michael has to like assist you in maneuvering because you're still missing half your hit points.
The face.
Doesn't carry you. He's just like giving you support while you walk. You're gonna be bruised in the morning for sure, but a fist the size of a fucking steamed ham hit you. So you make it there. There's
those crazy ham hocks. Yeah.
There's several helicopters there, revved up and ready to go. A couple say U.S. Army, a couple say BSAA on them. So there's some guys in regular Army uniforms there, including one guy very aggressively talking to another guy with a BSAA uniform on. The other guy in the BSAA, he is jacked. He's got muscles the size of your head.
He's got muscles on muscles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's pretty ripped, but he is angrily talking to this army general or whatever. So you probably don't want to interrupt that conversation. Michael helpfully just like, that's my boss. You don't want to. He's not in a good mood right now. What would you guys like to do?
Are we able to get onto one of the helicopters?
Yeah, I was going to say helicopters.
Yeah. So what happens is you kind of there were clearly lines like earlier in the day of survivors getting out. Which helicopter would you like to do? The U.S. Army, the BSAA?
BSAA.
Okay. So they do stop you before you get up there, and it's like, we gotta scan you, gotta make sure there's no infection happening here. They scan you first, Johnny. Come back clean. They scan you, Julia. You don't.
Great.
You got infected all the way back.
When I got bit in my elbow?
You got bit in the elbow.
Yeah.
Oh, cop lady.
Like, I'm sorry, man. We can't let you out of the city. But Grayson comes over, and he's got a syringe gun with the antivirus. He's like, listen, we looked at this. We've got the data. I don't know if this is going to work. Like, but do you consent?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Goes in there. Make a constitution save.
26.
What's your con?
70.
Okay. So, at first you don't feel anything. Like, you're kind of like, all right, I still feel like me. And then you collapse on the floor. And you kind of start you start having a seizure, basically. Now, there's doctors there and stuff like that to kind of keep you, from, breaking yourself any more than you already are. But after a minute, it subsides. They're like, you okay? How many fingers am I holding up? And you see, it's 3. All right. I don't know if that worked, so we're going to check you again. And they do. And you do come back clean this time. But we're going to need to check you pretty often from here on out. You're not free to go anywhere else wherever we take you. So you're going to be kind of contained for a little while.
Cool.
There's basically going to be a gun trained on you for the rest of the time until they know for sure it worked.
Excellent.
As that's going on, though, you do see that the big muscle guy gets very close and up in personal with the army guy. He looks like he's about to take a swing at him, but he decides not to. And he goes over to Michael and says a few things, and then he goes to a helicopter. The big guy goes to a helicopter and hops in, and not the one you guys are heading into, but a few more people get in, and that helicopter takes off. Michael's like, yeah, bad news. They're gonna blow this place. I hope you don't have anything worth value here. What's your guys' credit ratings?
I didn't know I had a credit score on my,
You do.
my roll sheet. I actually have a
13?
credit score?
Mm-hmm.
Credit rating's 13.
Just the number or the
Yeah, just the
percentage?
number.
The number is 15.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really have that much valuable.
Just my bar.
Just the bar you were an employee of.
Oh, that's true.
I have very little, so apparently just me and my Glock.
You still owe me for those 2 drinks, though,
Oh, yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, there's not going to be much left. The good news is you have plenty of time. So, you guys will get to safety pretty fast. But yeah, Redfield's not happy. Even though we have an antivirus that apparently works, it worked on you, hopefully. We'll take you back to headquarters, though, and you're going to be studied for a little while. Then we'll reintegrate you back into society.
Yeah.
Super.
So, or you can join the BSAA, your guys' call. You handled yourself pretty well. Oh, by the way, they confiscate your guns.
Shit.
Of course they do.
Well, you'll get them back, but we can't have you in the headquarters with them, so I guess all aboard then, huh?
I felt more secure with my shotgun.
So yeah, you guys hop into the helicopters. They're keeping an eye on you, Julia, just because of, the whole you might turn into a zombie any moment thing.
Fair.
I'm just waiting for something to explode.
Yeah, so once the army realizes that all of the civilians are possibly out that can be out, The helicopter's off the ground. All of them are leaving. It's a big squad of them essentially kind of flying out. And that's when Michael's like, oh, okay, so they did do that. Cool. They sped up the time. And so it's happened in about 30 seconds.
Oh.
Give or take 30 seconds to a couple minutes. So they're waiting for us to get out of range, basically. They're going to launch it.
Great.
And yeah, once you guys hit the safe zone, yeah, you see the missile go shoo. And then as thermobaric missiles do, it doesn't hit the ground. It gets close, and then it just, huge explosion. Completely levels Ridgemont.
Bye-bye, Ridgemont.
Yep, it's gone.
Bye-bye bar.
Yep, bar's gone, precinct's gone, car's gone.
I never really liked that place anyway.
Yeah, car's gone. It's extra gone now. All with the sheen of snow falling, to the ground. Just to remind everyone that it's December. And it's a couple hours later, and you guys are at one of the BSAA headquarters. They've been scanning you frequently. Like every 10 minutes they've been scanning you. Not blood samples, like literally just scanning you. With like a thing. And they put you both in a decontamination thing. They put you through that process. All of you guys go through that. Every single person who went to the city did. And yeah, they put you in quarantine because they're gonna wait a couple of days to make sure. Make a con save, please.
I wonder what happened to Monica.
75.
And your constitution is
70.
You show back up as being infected again. So they give you another dose. And you show back up as clean. You don't have a seizure this time, though. But they realize that they're going to need to synthesize more of this antivirus because there's a chance it's just going to kind of keep happening.
It's more like a booster shot.
Yeah, you're going to need to take like once a week.
Yeah.
But speaking of Monica.
Damn it, Monica.
She's there. Because she managed to make it to safety.
Oh gosh.
You also run into Lisa too.
She still
Lisa!
owes me.
She's
She
there.
still owes me for some
Can I have
drinks
my knife
too.
back, please?
They took it.
Oh.
Also, wasn't your knife; it was a kitchen knife.
Monica still owes for those drinks. You tramp.
So yeah, those two are there. Obviously, the Paul's not there.
Paul.
Poor Paul.
Yeah. Also, I didn't mean that on purpose to the actual Paul that I play Traveler with.
Paul didn't make it.
That was literally just a name generator name.
Paul didn't make it.
So, yeah. But yeah, you guys are all there. They let you out of quarantine.
Woohoo.
They think they managed to make an antiviral strong enough to keep you from zombifying. So you have to take it as often, but they're pretty sure you're going to have to take this thing pretty regularly. You'll need to report in to get scanned every month. And if you feel anything weird, then you'll have to, report in for that too, and they'll probably just execute you. But I'm kidding.
No worries. It's fine. Everything's
if you
great.
go zombie again, the whole thing starts all over. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, they're going to keep you for a while. So,
You live here now.
for now.
For now.
So unfortunately, that kind of wrote itself for you.
Monica can be your roommate.
What your denouement is.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, Johnny Lawrence?
Maybe open up a new bar of my own.
Yeah, you do get a nice stipend from the BSAA, some compensation money.
Got to go with what
and
you
it's
know.
2006. I mean, opening a business is pretty damn easy. So,
Go with what you know.
what are you going to name this bar?
Ground Zero.
Excellent. And that, my friends, is the end of the one shot. You both lived, mostly.
Yay.
But have you ever truly lived until you've been through a zombie apocalypse?
Exactly. You guys both did. Yeah. So that was, I mean, I had fun.
I had fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Good.
I think that coming up with a good name for the bar was a good cap.
Yeah. That was a good one. So for everyone that made it to the end of this, I've never run Call of Cthulhu before, so I'm sure I screwed up quite a few things. But that's something I can fix next time I run Call of Cthulhu.
I mostly just screwed up my rolls.
Yeah, I mean, that's
All of
sometimes luck of the dice can definitely not be in your favor sometimes. So
I think my dice are cursed, honestly.
It made
But-
it way more fun, though.
It did. It definitely made
it's
it way
luck
more
of the,
fun.
luck of the game. Yeah, I figure if I ever do this again, I might. I've always wanted to do like a long-term Resident Evil thing, but I would have everyone make characters at that point. Like I wouldn't pre-make anything.
Well,
So
I think it was pretty successful, honestly.
yeah, this worked really well. Just for something long-term, it's more fun when it's something you came up with. So
Of course, but I think you had a good structure to
Yeah.
it. It all was really well put together. So yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was fun, even with all the ridiculous rolls, which actually made it more fun because if it's perfect, it's just gonna be like
right, yeah, you can't have it go. That's why she got infected.
Had a little flavor to it. A little
One thing I said is like, don't act like it's D&D.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta add a little flavor to it.
Yeah. So, no idea what's after this as far as anything else. So, we'll just kind of play it by ear, and I will catch everybody on the next thing that comes from Cosmic Orca Productions. Take it easy.